Hey there, Samitian here, and welcome back to Marvel Legendary. I am once again continuing with my Legacy Arcade run, and I am doing bonus level number 1 between Battles 2 and Battle 3. This is the Bystander Bonanza. So what you need to do is you need to randomize 2 villain groups and shuffle them into a villain deck, then choose 3 heroes from your roster and shuffle them into a hero deck. If you have fewer than 3 heroes on your roster, randomize the rest, then play out the game as normal. Special rules, villains in the villain deck have ambush, this villain captures a bystander. The bonus level ends when the villain deck is empty. You ignore every effects that mention the Mastermind, Master Strikes, or Scheme Twists, and you ignore all hero card effects that rescue bystanders, and you enter the setup below. So the villain groups are the Elders of the Universe, and the Shield Elite, trying to put it into the spreadsheet now. And for the 3 heroes from my roster that I have unlocked, I've chosen Red Guardian, White Wolf, and the Ancient One. Guardian, White Wolf, and the Ancient One. And then after the game, if you rescued any bystanders, you add them to a list of bystanders below. And then when setting up for any battle, you may add up to 8 of them to the villain deck. And then if you use them in the battle, they return to the bystander stack, and you can't use them again. So what I'm going to be doing here is I'm going to be trying to rescue a bunch of bystanders, and then if I've rescued them, I can then use them in future games to add an additional buffer to the villain deck. So if I feel like I'm facing a battle that's going to be pretty hard, I can put them in there. I can like save them for later. I can save them for like the last battles, which have like difficult super effects that make everything really hard. Or I can just use them whenever I want. I don't know if the mod is going to like what I've done here. There's no mastermind and no scheme, and there's no pile of bystanders, so I don't know what's going to happen if I click this finish setup button. So we're going to find out together. Yep, that makes sense. So I'm just going to need to play like normally and see what happens. Okay. Imagine playing a game manually and not letting scripting play it for you. Okay, so... Oh. That's random enough. I have this big finish setup button for there. Here. Okay, Ambush Contest of Champions Strength. Each player that loses must give this villain one of their shards or gain a wound. Well, okay, so this reveals the top 2 cards of the hero deck. Yeah. I mean... the Champion of the Universe got 12, and both sides got 0. So they gain a wound. Both sides. And then also, special effect from this ambush, capture a bystander. This villain group is probably going to be pretty hard to deal with. So, right side has 5 recruit and 1 attack. I might just take this draw 2. Yeah, draw 2's good. It's not very good right now, but it'll be good later. Okay, so the scripting kind of still works. Ambush Contest of Champions, Instincts. I mean, Each player that loses must discard a card. If evil wins, the runner gains a shard for each card discarded this way, and he pushes forward 2 extra spaces. Wow, who could have seen this coming? He won with 6. Now each side must discard a card. And he pushes forward 2 spaces. And he gains 2 shards. So this set is 4 recruit and 1 attack. This ambush doesn't go off. Ambush, Contest of Champions Tech. Trader has won with 6. The effect doesn't actually happen because they don't have non-gray. We don't have non-gray cards in our hand. Three and 2. Bro. 4. 3. Yep. He is once again 1. Right side needs to trade this with another card in the HQ that costs the same or less. There are none. So once again, he doesn't get any shards because no trade has occurred. It's kind of lucky, if I'm being completely honest. 4 recruit, 2 attack. Am I buying an officer? I feel like I need to go fast. I can't afford to save up for this garbage. I need to kill things. Oh wait, all of these guys have bystanders, by the way. In case that wasn't clear. I'm gonna buy a sidekick and a recruit, just because the game's ending in 12 turns, and I don't think I can afford to, like... Shield clearance. You need to discard a shield card to fight this villain. Alright, right side has 5 recruit and 1 attack. Oh, this guy gets a bystander. Alright, so this guy has escaped. It has no escape effect. But... Okay, first let me... I believe this escape effect happens before this ambush effect. So first I need to KO something from here that costs less than 7. I'm going to KO this one. And then we need to discard a card because of the... There's a bystander, so we need to discard a card. And then this ambush effect happens. A shield officer enters the city as a 3-attack villain. When you fight it, gain it as a hero. What? Why did that go there? Right, these shards are gone. This doesn't have an escape effect, so I need to KO a card from here that costs less than 7. And then we both need to discard a card because he had a bystander. And then this also ambushes, captures a bystander. This was not a villain in the villain deck, so it does not have the ambush effect. Alright, 1 attack, draw a card. Alright, I have 2 attack and 3 recruit. Try this, send it undercover, I guess. I don't know if I'm going to be capturing any bystanders, I'm going to be real with you. Why did that do that? Okay, this also doesn't have an escape effect, but a bystander escaped. I'm going to get rid of this. And then a bystander escapes, so everyone needs to discard one. I have 3 recruit. I'm going to buy a sidekick. Oh, and this guy gets a bystander. Why? Okay. Again, no escape effect, but I need to KO a card from here. And we both need to discard a card. Then ambush, Contest of Champions Covert. Each player that loses gives the collector one of things he doesn't have yet. A shard, a bystander from the victory pile, a strength hero, an instinct hero, a covert hero. Player of your choice gains one of the captured heroes, but the rest of them, I don't hear that. Okay. So left side, Contest of Champions can be used from discard pile, right? Hand, played, or top of deck. Okay, so I can't use from the discard pile. I'm going to reveal the top of... No, that's risky. Left side is going to use Cloaking Tech Ambush. And right side is going to use Teachings of Kamarain. 6. So the collector is 1. Each player that loses needs to give him one of the things he does not have yet. From hand or discard pile for these heroes, so... Oh, fuck. Ah, this is so annoying. Left side is going to give him this. Whoops, that's not what I meant to do. So left side gives him this. Right side can no longer give him anything. So left side now has 3 attack. And 1 recruit. With 3 attack, I can actually discard this to do the shield clearance for this guy and fight him. When you rest this bystander, choose recruit or attack, hyperspeed truth, choosing attack. 1, 2. So now I have 4 attack. It's enough to fight this officer. And gain it on the right side. Well, I've rescued a bystander, so that's better than 0. Let's see if I can get some more. Oh, this guy also gained a bystander. So did this one. Alright, so I'm going to start by drawing 2. I have 4 recruit and 3 attack. 3 attack isn't enough to fight anything. 4 recruit can get me this. I'm going to recruit it and send it undercover. Oh wait, this side should have gotten this last turn. Whoops, I forgot. What? Oh well. I need to remember that. Ambush, a shield officer. Why did that happen? Why is this happening sometimes? Don't understand. I'm not meaning to do that. It just happens. They just go wherever the fuck they want sometimes. Ambush. A shield officer enters the city as a 3-attack villain. So... First of all, the escape effect. Each player with no shield officers in their discard pile gains a wound. This side has one, right? Yeah, so this side gains a wound. Then I need to discard or KO a card from here. Then I need to get this guy a bystander. Alright, so I have 3 attack and 3... Oh wait, everyone needs to discard a card, right? Because of the... there being a sidekick that escaped. So with 3 attack... I'm going to, instead of playing this, I'm going to discard it for the shield clearance and fight him. So I have 2 extra attack this turn, usable only for stuff under the bank, and then when I have to I fight a villain, I unleash this from undercover. So it's 2 recruit. And then I'm going to buy this and send it undercover. This one should be there. Fuck. Why? Sometimes you fight with the automation. All right, side has 5 recruit. Alright, first of all, I need to KO a card from here. And each person needs to discard a card. Then escape, fortify the shield officer stack while it's fortified. Whenever any number of shield officers become villains, an extra one becomes a villain. So the shield officer stack is fortified, meaning that she is here and I can fight her to make it no longer fortified. Okay, so I have 3 attack and 3 recruit. I'm going to fight... Oh, both of these guys have a bystander, by the way. I'm gonna fight GW Bridge, actually. I'm gonna gain it on this side. When I fight a villain, I unleash this from undercover, so I have 5 recruit. Buy this and send it undercover. A Black Panther ambush, you may KO one of your heroes. I'm gonna KO this one. Ambush, Contest of Champions Covert. Right side is going to choose Right Wolf. Left side is going to reveal the top card of the deck. Okay, so left side got 0, right side got 10. And the Mastermind got 6. So the right side is 1. Left side is lost. So left side needs to give the collector... He can't give him anything. What a loser. Alright, draw 2 cards. I have 5 attack and 3 recruit. Oh, also he gets a bystander. With 5 attack... I'm going to fight this guy. Shield clearance, I'm going to discard the other attack card. Fight effect, each player with no shield officers in their discard pile gains a wound. So both of us get a wound. But I've got a bystander, and then I'm going to recruit this guy, send him undercover. When I recruit another covert hero, I may unleash this card from undercover. Then this is 4 extra attack, which I can't do anything with because I don't have the shield clearance for this guy anymore. Unfortunate. Ambush, contest of champion strength. Left side is getting 0, right side is getting top card 0. And this side got 4. So each player that loses must give the villain one of their shards or gains a wound. Alright, so left side has 4 recruit and 1 attack. I'm going to recruit this and send it undercover, which means I get this out, which is 2 attack. So I have 3 attack. I can discard this instead of playing it to activate the shield clearance on this. Fight it. So, fight effect, a shield officer enters the city as a 3 attack villain. When you fight it, gain it as a hero. Oh, this guy got a bystander, by the way. And then, because of Sharon Carter, another shield officer enters the city. So, these guys have escaped. I think this is just KO'd. He doesn't have an escape effect, so I just need to KO one of these. And each player discards a card. Alright, escape. Fortify the shield officer stack. Oh, there's 2 of them. And I need to get rid of one of these. This one. Tech ambush, wound a villain, no tech. And each side needs to discard a card. This guy has shield clearance. I'm gonna make all of these bystanders escape if I fight it. Okay, so I have 4 recruit and 3 attack. But if I fight it, I get this bystander. That's actually a good point. I'm going to discard this card for the shield clearance and fight this guy. So I get the recruit, or the bystander, and then fight a shield officer enters the city as a 3 attack villain. When you fight it, gain it as a hero. Then another one. This guy doesn't have an escape effect, but everything else activates. I'm going to KO this card. And another one. This one also doesn't have an escape. Oh, and this side needs to discard a card. And another one, KO. I mean, it doesn't matter. The game's ending next turn. And then discard this one. Sure, a lot of shield officers in here. Alright, with 4 recruit, I'm going to buy this. Tech ambush. Doesn't happen. Ambush, Contest of Champions, Instincts. Each player that loses must discard a card. So I just choose this side's choosing this. This side is won, this side lost. So this side needs to discard a card. This side gets a bystander. This guy gains a shard, then pushes forward 2 extra spaces. Okay, so these guys are gone. This is gone. This is gone. Black Panther ambush? KO one of your cards. Sure, why not? Okay. The game has ended. So after the game, if I rescued any bystanders, I add them below and then move them to a civilian volunteers pile, and then when setting up for any value, you may add up to 8 of them to the villain deck. Then once you use them in a battle, they return to the bystander stack as normal, either during the game or at the end of the game if you never rescued them. So let's find out how many bystanders I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I have unlocked these 5 bystanders for use in future games. I feel like I didn't do this bystander effect, the when you rescue this bystander draw card. That's fine. I messed up. I was playing pretty quickly just because this is just fast. I just wanted to go fast. So I unlocked 2 standards, a rocket test pilot, a banker, and a news reporter. So I'm probably going to save these up until I see a battle that seems difficult. Something that I would like to, like a 5 extra turns of bystanders filling up the deck. Give me 5 extra turns. Yeah. So this was interesting. It's a little weird. I don't think I picked the right heroes. Maybe Angel would have been better than one of these. I don't know. These are kind of like the long game characters, like draw 2 cards. Also, these Contest of Champion assholes were very hard to kill. Look at so much stuff escaped. Oh well. See you guys next time for battle number 3.